Hey guys, today we're going to explore the 2-minute rule. This is a useful trick that I heard about a while ago and I've been using it ever since. It's great for helping you to consistently smash new or existing habits and to make sure you don't procrastinate when you should be getting stuff done. So let's jump in. Firstly, what is the 2-minute rule? Well, the 2-minute rule can actually be used in two different ways. So in this video, I'll break it down to two separate rules. The first rule helps us to smash the simpler tasks that we need to get done, and it goes like this. If an action will take less than 2 minutes, it should be done at the moment it's defined. This rule originally comes from a best-selling book of David Allen's called Getting Things Done, which is full of tips and tricks to help us increase our productivity. The best example of this rule in action is making your bed in the morning. This is a habit that a lot of people really struggle with. Your brain might even try to fool you into lazy behaviour by saying, "What's the point in making your bed? You're only going to make it messy again tonight when you have to go to sleep." But in reality, everyone knows that it's a good idea to make your bed. Not only does it keep your bedroom tidy, but you're kickstarting your day by smashing a really good habit, which creates a positive momentum that you can build upon throughout the day. So, rather than having the debate in your head as to whether you're going to bother to make your bed, just use the 2 minutes rule. Making your bed takes less than 2 minutes to do, so don't waste a single second arming and ahhing about whether you're going to do it, because this eats into the time that could be spent actually completing the task. Instead, at the moment it's defined, which is when the thought of making your bed first arises, just crack on and get it done. This is a simple yet powerful trick because there are so many small tasks that we need to complete on a day-to-day basis, and they can easily build up, causing us to become overwhelmed and stressed, and nobody likes that. Making your bed is the example that we discussed earlier, but other examples that come to mind are hanging your clothes up in your wardrobe rather than leaving them on your floor, and loading your dishwasher rather than leaving plates and cutlery to cause a mess in your house. By instantly smashing these tasks, you're not only developing great habits, but you're training your mind to kick procrastination in the butt. So, start using this version of the 2-minute rule and you'll breeze through the small day-to-day tasks in your life. So, what's the second version of the 2-minute rule? I discovered this second version when listening to James Clear, who is the author of the #1 New York Times bestseller called Atomic Habits. This rule is slightly different. Where the first rule focused on small tasks or habits that could be banged out in under 2 minutes, this second rule helps us to complete the chunkier tasks. So, here's the second rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Unfortunately, not every task or habit that we want to complete can be done in under 2 minutes, right? In fact, I'd imagine that most of the meaningful things that you aim to accomplish each day take much longer than 2 minutes. And that's the beauty of this rule. It doesn't matter how long it takes to complete the habit. The trick is to condense the start of the habit down to under 2 minutes. Let me run through a couple of examples to show you exactly what I mean. Do you want to get a cheeky 5k run in after work? Great. Don't even think about running 5k. Concentrate on the 2-minute task of getting into your running gear and walking out of your front door. After all, how many times have you got changed into all of your gear, tied up your laces, walked out of your front door, but then decided to walk back inside and not even go for your run? Probably never, right? And this is why this rule is so effective. It knows that the hardest part of any challenge is getting started. So it helps you to focus on the first, small step that is required to get into the swing of things, as that positive momentum will carry you through to the end. Another great example is reading before bed each night. Again, the idea of reading a book for, say, half an hour can be daunting for some people, so much so that they might never even open the book in the first place, which I think is a great shame because books really do enrich people's lives. So, use the 2-minute rule to condense this habit down into read 1 page before bed each night. This sounds much more manageable, right? If you stick to this, the worst case scenario is that you only read 1 page each night before you go to bed, and it'll take you a whole year to finish the book, which is still better than not reading at all. But don't worry about this happening, because I can guarantee that it won't. The more likely scenario is that you'll read more and more pages each night as you strengthen this habit, and before you know it, you'll be flying through those books. I honestly love both of these 2-minute rules, and I use them every single day. I don't know about you, but my brain sometimes puts a bunch of imaginary obstacles in my way when I'm trying to get things done. Oh, don't exercise today, you're tired and you deserve a rest. Or, you want to wash up your dishes tonight? Surely that can wait until tomorrow. And I don't think I'm alone here. Our brains can be fairly mischievous and they can tempt us into becoming lazy or into taking the path of least resistance. But these rules can help us to cut through all of that nonsense. So, here's a quick recap. Rule number 1. If an action will take less than 2 minutes, it should be done at the moment it's defined. And rule number 2, when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. So, give these bad boys a spin and see for yourself how they can help you smash your habits and achieve your goals. And that's all from me, guys. That's the 2 minutes rule for you. If you'd like to support the channel, then please smash the like button, drop me a comment below, let me know if you're going to give this a try, and of course hit subscribe. I'll pop some great links into the description box below, including a link to David Allen's book, Getting Things Done, and to James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. I'll also leave a link to James Clear being interviewed about the 2 minute rule, as he's a great speaker and he brings the rule to life in the interview by giving an example of a reader of his who lost over 100 pounds in weight using the 2 minute rule. So check those out if they take your fancy. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.